That bar in Good Neighbor's looking real good right now. You ought to quit helping everyone so much and start letting us help ourselves. Can't believe I agreed to this crap. I must have been out of my mind. This is a hell of a way to make a living. The hell's your problem anyway? It's not like we're family. Hundreds of potential clients in the Commonwealth, and I got stuck with you. Congratulations! You've actually managed to suck all the fun out of our partnership. Here's a little friendly advice for the open road. Stop making us look so stupid. If I knew this was going to be a mercy mission, I never would have signed up. Yeah, more bright ideas from the Brain Trust. I don't discuss relationships with my partners. I like to keep things professional. You have to ask, huh? Well, I got news for you. Things could be a lot better. Oh, now it's important to you. Since when did you start caring? To be honest, I'm kinda ticked off with you right now. Why do you care? Seems like you're doing everything you can to make me angry.
You know, I was hoping we'd be getting our hands dirty out here. You ain't afraid, are ya? There are two types of people in the Commonwealth. Those that help and those that harm. And right now, you ain't helping. I'm not nearly high enough to deal with you right now. Starting to think my skills might be put to better use being mayor again, or at least not being here. I ain't out here to push around folks who didn't earn it. So, you planning to start turning things around anytime soon? I'm not really a second chances kind of ghoul. Remind me why I signed up for this again. Was I on something at the time? You trying to make fools of us out here? You get I'm here on a volunteer basis, right? Commonwealth's full enough of trouble as it is. Doesn't need you making any more of it. I'm thinking this. You and me ain't working. What say we get to cleaning the trash out of the Commonwealth? Helping people live free out here. Right now, I'm wondering why I left Good Neighbor at all. The people need our help out here, but that doesn't seem to matter much to you. You want to know what I think? I think we need to stop standing by while folks of the Commonwealth get walked all over. Well, I ain't pleased with how you're running this operation, that's for damn sure. Talk to me again when you decide to grow some backbone and start standing up for folks out here. Seems to me you need to get your head on straight.
You know, sometimes you really get on my nerves. Maybe you should take someone else out next time. I think Glory would like traveling with you. Some of these missions would be a lot easier by myself. Every time an innocent gets caught in a crossfire, the railroad's job gets that much tougher. You pre-war types really did a number on the place. Hats off. Ever wish you just hit the snooze button instead of thawing out to this? There's too few good men left. The Commonwealth just chews them up and spits them out. You know, if you helped people more, you'd be a potent force for good out there. Let's just keep this professional, okay? You want to know how we are? Let's just keep moving. Let's just keep focused on the job, okay? I don't really want to get into how I feel about you. I kinda wish we helped a little more. People have got it bad enough.
Yeah, I guess I'm not quite the judge of character I thought. Had to be you stumbling into that vault to find me. This how you act around everyone, or just former friends? Thought you had more sense than this. Is this you doing your best Raider impression? It's impeccable. Now how about you knock it off? About time you straighten out that attitude. You really want me sticking around? Because you sure don't act like it. You sure know how to set an example. Just not one I'd ever follow. Commonwealth's got enough thugs as it is. Doesn't need you adding to the head count. I guess tact isn't exactly your strong suit. The way you've been handling things out here, it's a mess, and I'm not sure how much longer I'm willing to be a party to it. I'm sincerely hoping you'll lay off the troublemaker routine and start trying to do right by people out here. I can't say I'm pleased with how you've been handling things out here. How about we try lending a hand for a change? You and me? Unless you start turning things around, there's not going to be a you and me. I'm disappointed. in your behavior and my judgment.
I don't know why I expected you to be different. You know, I'm getting real sick of how you've been acting lately. Unless things start turning around, I can't promise how much longer I'll be around. You want my opinion? I think you're making a real mess of things out here. God, can't you just try doing the right thing for a change? Look, I came out here with you to help the folks of the Commonwealth, not walk all over them. What do you say we give that a try? Me? I'm getting awfully tired of how you're handling yourself out here. Why, are you thinking of actually listening for a change? Because I'd love a reason to not just head back home. You sure haven't been giving me any. I've made my fair share of mistakes, but this trip's starting to look like a serious bust. If this is how people treated each other back then, no wonder everything went to shit. You just don't know when to say no, do you, Piper? What are we gonna do with you, Blue? Thought folks from your time were better behaved than this. Or at least more polite. The things I'll do for a headline. I've met raiders better behaved than you. I guess not a lot better. Starting to feel like you pulled a fast one on me, Blue.
If things don't shape up soon, I'm moving on to greener pastures. We need to stop dragging our feet and find some heads to bash. You're starting to piss me off, you know that. It's times like this I miss being back at the combat zone. If you're trying to piss me off, it's working. Keep leading. I'll just follow like the cute little idiot you think I am. Things aren't looking too good. Might have to look at the old combat zone again. Why are you treating me like shit? I've already had enough of it to last a lifetime. Starting to think this was all a big mistake. I'm getting bored of all the good work we're doing. When can we start acting bad? Well, you're pissing me off, but I haven't killed you yet. That good enough? I don't know. I'm starting to wish I stayed with Tommy. Well, it's clear you're going to keep doing shite your own way. What do you care how I feel about us? Do you even care what I think? Doesn't seem like it from the way you've been acting. That's a stupid question, coming from someone who doesn't give a shite about me.
I'm starting to think that sponsoring you was a huge mistake. I have to be honest. My patience with you is running thin. When it comes to being an effective soldier, you really have a lot to learn. Honestly, I don't think we're an effective team right now. I think you're a loose cannon, and at this rate, you're going to wind up dead. Judging from your behavior, it's obvious you don't intend to treat our teamwork seriously. Your teamwork is on a downward trajectory. You need to do something about it before it's too late. Like it or not, we're stuck with each other. Let's just make the best of it. You're not just disappointing me, you're disappointing the Brotherhood. If your strange behavior continues, I'm not certain how much longer we'll be working together. You're supposed to be representing the Brotherhood. Why don't you start acting like it? What the hell is wrong with you? You're either with us or against us. There are plenty of other soldiers that would give anything to be in your position. Don't make me regret picking you. This isn't working out. Maybe if I'm lucky I can be reassigned to the Prydwen. You're an embarrassment to the Brotherhood.
Oh, what fun! Traipsing hither and thither. Don't you worry about me, sir, about what I might rather be doing. Don't worry about it one jot or tittle. Not to worry, sir. Things are going smashingly. To think there's no one else you'd rather take with you? How lucky I am. This isn't tedious at all. No, sir, not at all. Taking me on your adventure. Brilliant idea, sir. Fabulous. Really. Only that the last thing the Commonwealth needs is another villain like you. Oh, did I say that out loud? If you must know, I was recalling the day you took the missus out for a little expectant mother pampering. Afterwards, she claimed she was the luckiest woman on earth. If only she knew what you're truly capable of, sir. As if you truly cared. I don't see why you're wasting both our time with these questions. Oh, the usual. Mostly just how excited I am to be stuck with someone who can make even the raiders look like gentlemen. Nothing worth sharing with the likes of you. Let's just say my disappointment in you runs deep. You've completely abandoned the kind of man I once knew. You've taken up the life of some fiendish criminal and seem dead set on bringing as much misery and suffering to the Commonwealth as possible. If you can't manage to piece yourself back together again, I'm afraid a time will come when you'll leave me no choice but to part ways. Since you're inquiring, as if you actually plan on listening, I must admit, I am quite disgusted with you right now. You're like a lawless child running amok in the Commonwealth. No morals, no care for those around you, not even a code to speak of. It's as if you're intentionally driving everyone away, including yours truly, and believe me, it's proving to be quite effective. Not good, sir. Not good at all. And unless you change your sordid ways, there'll be no fixing it either. It pains me that you ask as if you don't know. You traipse about like a criminal and expect all to be forgiven. Quite the opposite, sir. Keep it up, and you'll be travelling alone. I dare say there is much left to be desired. I set out to protect a friend I admired, and instead find myself with a stranger I despise. Get it together, sir, or your path lies alone. Splendid. I live to serve, sir. This is all so terribly exciting. And to think I could be off somewhere dusting or weeding.
Sometimes this constant traveling grows tiresome. I believe what is important to you differs greatly from the things I value. Is everyone in the world above like you? Sometime I wonder if it is better if we take separate paths. You should endeavor to treat your fellow humans with greater care. Do we not all owe some obligation to each other? It is enlightened self-interest to help others. If everyone behaved such as you, all society would break down. If you want to part company, I would not object. Considering the sad state of the world, this is most distressing. Our traveling arrangements are barely satisfactory. Sometimes I wish I stayed in the vault. Until you start treating the people of the Commonwealth better, you and I are not good. You have done so many things that violate my ethical programming. If you do not right things, you and I are through. Start helping people, treating people well. Otherwise, our journeys will be terminated. You keep squandering precious opportunities to affect positive change.
You need to be more careful about what you do and say. We don't need more enemies. I hope I didn't make a mistake trusting you. I've seen what you've done, and I don't like a lot of it. I'm starting to think we'd have been better off without your help. I joined the Minutemen to help people. I thought you understood that. I should be back looking after Mama Murphy and the rest of them.
To be blunt, you've been a disappointment so far. I hope that changes. I find it hard to respect someone who doesn't care about what's best for the Institute. Unless you start making better decisions, we're not going to have a relationship much longer. I don't think we're seeing eye to eye here. How do I get reassigned? I'll just follow orders and keep my opinions to myself. You'll be happier that way. I'll do what you say, but don't expect me to like it. I'm not sure you're up for this, sir. I'll be honest with you, sir. You've shown questionable judgment lately. Maybe you should let me handle the field missions. This hasn't exactly gone smoothly. We're not exactly what I'd call a great team. With all due respect, sir, I think you're overestimating your capabilities. I wish I could say that I respect you the way I respect Father. I'll leave it at that. I think our relationship would improve if you'd start taking your role with the Institute more seriously.
Human's last kill was weak. Maybe strong make mistake following human. Weakling human asks stupid question. Maybe strong should be leader. Human bad leader. Bah, human weak. Fight like rat roach. Puny human always talking. More fighting. More killing. Human bad leader. Find milk of human kindness. Then, strong leave. Strong knows why brothers kill and eat humans. Brothers hunt the weak. Someday, Strong hunt this human. Strong think human might be liar. Maybe Strong should leave human. Find milk of human kindness alone. Human fight like scared rat roach. Strong need to kill something soon. Maybe kill human. Walk, walk, walk. When we fight something. Someday, super mutants kill all humans. Find milk of human kindness soon, or Strong smash you! You puny, just like all humans.
After what you did, I doubt anyone will hire me. I should have stayed in Good Neighbor. This sucks. Just back away while you still have the chance. Nope. Whatever you're selling, I'm not interested. Maybe I should head back to the Capital Wasteland. There's nothing here for me now. You standing here for a reason? What's it gonna take to get through to you? Go away. I made a horrible mistake sticking it out with you. Can't believe someone could be so stupid. It's pretty obvious that you don't care about anyone but yourself. Are you freaking kidding me? That's the stupidest thing you've ever asked. Oh, so now you suddenly care how I feel. It's a little late for that, don't you think? Stop pretending you care. It's insulting my intelligence. You trying to piss me off? 'Cause you're doing a hell of a job by asking me that. Yeah, I can't believe you have the nerve to even ask me that right now. Maybe we should talk about something else.
You're lucky I'm feeling merciful right now. Not sure who I'm more upset with right now, you or me. Nah, it's you. Can't believe I signed up for this. You know what you've made us look like? Cowards. My rep's probably shot to hell after all this. Thanks for that. No one's ever gonna take you seriously if you keep acting like this. I know I don't. You're gonna end up 6 feet under acting the way you have, if we're lucky. You got some real shit to answer for. Just what the world needed. One more thug. I've run with some scum in my day. But you and me are about as far from good as good can get. You got some real nerve. How about you get out of my face before I do something we both regret? Unless you start turning things around, you're gonna be making a mess of the Commonwealth on your own. Why? You looking for an ultimatum? How about this? We start getting around to bringing some good old-fashioned justice to the Commonwealth, or I walk. That answer your question? You gotta be kidding me. I didn't come out here to answer your empty-headed questions. I'd hoped we'd be helping the people of the Commonwealth live free. How about we give that a try for a change?
So many mistakes. Sometimes the cure is worse than the disease. My initial estimation of you was off. Way off. The railroad accepts all types, even people like you. The company I keep sometimes. You don't really need me, right? I'd love to go solo. I didn't think anyone would get on my nerves more than Glory. You're just feeding our enemies ammunition in their PR campaign against us. You ever hear the golden rule? Didn't think so. I can't believe that at one point I wanted to travel with you. Leave me alone. I've got enough problems without you. Yeah, we're just great. Fantastic. That make you happy? With friends like you, the railroad doesn't need enemies. Really, you wonder how we are? I don't know. Why don't you take a guess? I don't want to get into it right now, so just shut up.
You really are one in a million. Thank God. This has turned out to be a real waste of my time. Really played me for the sucker, haven't you? Had you planned on making this trip a rampage from the start, or were you just inspired along the way? Someone like you could have done a lot of good for this place. So much for that. Folks like you ought to be locked up, as a start. Makes my coolant boil just looking at you. Taking up with you. Talk about mistakes. I'm not mad at you, just disappointed. No, you know what? I am mad. And I just let you get away with murder. After everything you've done, I think you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Does that answer your question? Me? I'm just having trouble believing that one person could go so wrong. What? Like anything I say is going to matter now? You've dug us into this hole. It's up to you to pull us out. You're going to try and smooth talk your way out of this now? Well, I ain't falling for it. Have you just forgotten all the lousy things you've done? Because I haven't. So how do you think I feel about us?
I don't even want to look at you. So much time and effort. Right down the tubes. Blue, please. I'm trying real hard not to yell at you right now. I always wondered how people could let things get so bad in your time. Well, now I know. How'd I let myself end up here? How could I let you rope me into this? Thought we might do some good together. So much for that. You are infuriating, you know that? Well, at least if anyone needs to find us, they can just follow the trail of ruined lives. I've come across some real monsters, but you may just take the cake.
Put your trust in people and they'll stab you right in the back. You got shite in your ears. I said we're done. Now go away. What a goddamn waste of time. I almost thought you cared. I'm a goddamn fool. It's probably best if you just stay the hell away from me. Nice work. Why don't you go mess up someone else's life now? I don't know why I've wasted me time with the likes of you. Can't believe Tommy stuck me with a loser like you. Why are you still hanging around? Keep bothering me and I'll smack that stupid look right off your face. Oh, come on. You're a fool for even asking me that. How the hell do you think I feel? You've got huge bollocks to ask me something like that, considering that I feel like putting a damn bullet in your head. As far as I'm concerned, you can take our partnership and shove it up your arse. That clear enough for you? Why the fuck do you care how I feel? I was out of me mind to follow the likes of you.
Don't you have somewhere to be? You're wasting my time, soldier. Go do something useful. You're a disgrace to the Brotherhood, and to yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, soldier. Your level of cooperation has been so low, I am honestly at a loss for words. Just stay away from me, soldier. Before I say or do something I'll regret. You've got a lot of nerve asking me that, after everything you've done to rip our team apart. I've already told you I'm retracting my sponsorship. You're on your own. This is the last time I make the mistake of recruiting a common wastelander. I don't know why you even bother staying with the Brotherhood. You're a disgrace to your uniform. It's the end of the road for us, soldier. Deal with it. Go bother someone else. I'm busy. You're lucky Elder Maxon still tolerates you. Otherwise, I would have already dealt with you myself. Don't you have a mission to complete?
As if you don't already know. Really, sir. Is this some sort of joke, sir? I'm really not amused. Were you actually asking my thoughts on a subject? That really is quite new. To think I actually respected you. I'm not sure who I'm disappointed in most, you or me for believing in you. If only you'd never graced the Commonwealth with your presence, we'd all be better for it. It's hard to determine what's worse, raiders, super mutants, or you. It's people like you that keep ruining this world for everyone else. If only you'd never left that vault, the Commonwealth would have one less villain. Believe me when I say I wish nothing more than to erase my memory of you entirely. But then I'd hate to make the same mistake twice. Can we please wrap up whatever it is you're doing? The sooner you have no need of me, the better. Just when I start to think the day is going well, I realize I'm still stuck here with you. Ugh, the company I keep. I believe this subject is, as they say, played out, sir. Now if you'll please leave me be, I'd like to carry on ignoring you. Dwelling in the past, sir, must I remind you that any sense of friendship, or even friendly acquaintance, was destroyed by your very hand?
I cannot stand much more of this. We are so opposite. Is there no kindness in you? You make the world a darker place. All I want is to do my science and help, and instead, this is not what I expected, at all. Soon, very soon. I should have stayed at home. This situation cannot be tolerated. So many violations of my ethical coding. I cannot stand you. I can't believe I'm traveling with you. Change your behavior immediately, or I'm leaving. Yes? Just leave me alone. How are we? Very, very bad. Is that a sufficient answer? Leave me alone. I have no wish to deal with you any further.
You disgust me. You know that? You're not worth the dirt on my boots. I can't believe I used to admire you. You're a real piece of work. You know that? The things you've done, they're unforgivable. I don't know how you live with yourself.
In the future, we should be more selective about who we let in here. Father must have lost his mind. I won't make the mistake of running with amateurs again. How do I feel? I feel like we should have let you rot in that cryopod. I suggest you walk away, right now. It's taking all of my self-control not to shoot you in the face. Does that answer your question? If Father saw what I've seen, he'd be deeply disappointed. I guess not everyone is Institute material. And I thought I'd seen some bad missions before. It's nepotism, letting someone in just because they're one of Father's parents. From now on, I'm working alone. We never should have opened that cryopod. Should have let him rot in that vault. You're really so ignorant that you don't know? And you're related to Father? I can't believe it.
Puny weakling. Shut up! Strong tired of human always talking. Strong hates all humans. Strong hates this human. Strong want to smash human! Human is worthless! Go away! Strong should make go bag out of human. Leave before Strong smash! Human bad leader, bad fighter. Only good for cookpot. Strong hates human. Find milk of human kindness so Strong can leave. Bah! Human is bad fighter and bad leader. Human worthless. Strong hate human!
Man, I could use a cigarette. Let's get this show on the road. The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this. You point, and I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement. Walk 100 miles if I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end. Play your cards right, and we stand to make a whole lot of money. This is a far cry from working with the gunners. Glad that's behind me. I'd kill for a drink. Come to think of it, I have. Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging, you just let me know. Axes to grind. Hell, I have a ton of them. Keep leading and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right? Well, partnering up with you sure beats drinking myself blind in Good Neighbor. I don't know. I haven't killed you yet. That good enough? I think we'd get along better if you started listening to me once in a while. I don't really know how we're doing. I guess I need more time to decide. So far, there's nothing to complain about. Nothing to get excited about either.
This beats mayoral duties any day of the week. Most folks just don't know real living. Not like this. If someone needs help, we help them. If someone needs hurting, we hurt them. It's not hard. World's always gonna have tyrants, but if I get my way, there'll be a lot less. You just say the word if you want to take a little chem break. Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul, even one with my kind of charisma. You got nothing to worry about with me covering you. Reliable guns are always at a premium in the Commonwealth. So you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentats ghoul myself. Makes me feel intellectual. I like to think I take after John Hancock. True American troublemaker. Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people just trying to survive. I'm not willing to stand for that kind of shit. There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides. Everyone should get to live life on their own terms. That's what Good Neighbor's all about. Served us well so far. I ain't thinking about skipping out on you, if that's what you're asking. Not yet, at least. Seems like we're all right from where I'm standing. Well, this ain't the worst outfit I've run with. Could do with making some more trouble for the ruffians of the Commonwealth. But otherwise, not bad. I guess I still got some reservations, but I think we got some promise, so long as taking care of the folks of the Commonwealth stays on the agenda. Hey, I ain't hard to please. You and me, we're fine.
I'm convincing the next raw recruit that I'm actually President Eden. Think I can pull it off? Man, you really like to wander, don't you? I've seen more of the wealth with you than I have the rest of my years combined. The way you just walk right out in the open, it's a wonder your head hasn't been blown off by a sniper. Just saying. You getting the hang of the railroad yet? We're just one big dysfunctional family. With guns. Sometimes it's hard to take Des seriously. I remember when she was a green recruit. I'm a sucker for those old world books. It must have been something living back then. Don't ever let your guard down. When you do, inevitably, that's when everything goes to hell. Instinct is a powerful tool in our business. Rely on it. Train it up. It'll save your life. Promise. I've had this mug for too long. Might be time for a new face. Please, you do the talking. If I pick anything up, I'll let you know afterwards. The Commonwealth can be the enemy just as much as the Institute. We've lost plenty of sense to hate-mongers. I never really much cared for the Minutemen. The idea sounds great, but you give small men big power, and sometimes you'll pay for it. Keep your eye out for the rail signs. Besides the goodie bags, tourists and agents have left valuable intel. A lot of our people help us once, maybe twice a month, if that. You've jumped right into the deep end. This partnering up, it's weird. Sometimes I just want to pop a stealth boy and bug out. Not really an option now. I wish Des would greenlight the occasional mission to help out humans. Sometimes just a little bit of help goes a long way. One time, I got a face change and was a girl for a few months. Yeah, you should have seen the looks back at HQ. One day the railroad's number will be up. I thought that day had come at the switchboard. I can't shake the feeling we're living on borrowed time. I ever tell you about the time I was in Capital Wasteland? Now there's a tale. I'm thinking next time I go to town, I'll dress up as a Mr. Handy. If I pull that off, I'll be a legend. If we take out the Institute someday, I wonder what we'd do. Hell, Synth's got it bad enough even without him. It'd keep us busy. I'm in the mood for some Blamco mac and cheese. Ooh, or maybe Meyerlurk steaks with salsa. The Brotherhood. In Capital Wasteland, they really weren't bad. But now... I really want to know how the big one started. What idiot fired first? Why? What the hell did they think they'd gain? The big three for predicting people. Caps, beliefs, and ego. Get a handle on what's driving someone, and you know where you stand. We're fine. Kinda wish there was a little less violence around, but hey, that's the Commonwealth for you. It's not boring traveling with you, I'll say that much. So far, so good, right? I'm sure we'll have loads of fun soon. I'm used to flying solo. With an actual partner, there's a lot of trouble we can get into. Just happy to get out and about. Gives me plenty of opportunities to do what I do.
There's a lot of people out here could use a hand. The Commonwealth's not an easy place to travel alone. Nice to have someone watching my back. You'd be shocked how many folks I've managed to convince I'm just a really sick ghoul. Should we get a move on? Always another case to close. Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us. You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes. You good to keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it. The Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it. Seen this place make monsters out of men. The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement. We'll make something out of the Commonwealth yet. Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a sec? I gotta run a diagnostic. Whew, thanks. What'd I miss?
Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home. Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, if you need anything proofread. Right behind you. Anything I can do? You just say the word. Look, you don't need to worry. We're fine, I guess. I want to do right by folks out here. I guess I need to know you do too. I suppose things are all right, just feels like we could be doing more for folks out here, I guess I'm still on the fence. Show me you want to make lives better out here, then we'll talk. Well, things aren't bad. Because believe me, you'd know if they were. But I suppose we could be doing better. It's hard to say at the moment. I think I need you to show me you're not just out here for yourself. Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say. Doing the right thing rarely makes you popular. But I don't think I could live with myself otherwise. It may be constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement. If there's a story here, we'll find it. I'd rather know an ugly truth than a sweet lie. Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. What's the angle here?
Only thing better than getting pissed is picking a fight. Am I right? Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps. Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat. Rather be off murdering a pint, but this'll do. What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink. We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse. All this walking's wearing me out. I see how you're looking at me. Not saying I don't like it, just thought I'd clear the air. Enough of this slog, just point us to the nearest watering hole. I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road. Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed kick, if you get my meaning. Been too long since I picked a fight. I don't ask for much, just need a full bottle and some bones to break. I don't know if you care about me, or if you just want to use me to soak up the bullets for you. I guess only time will tell. Rather be with you than being leered at by raiders while fighting in a cage. We could be making more caps, but I'm hoping that'll turn itself around soon. Could be worse, could be better. What do you want? A daily report? I'm still trying to figure out what you want from me. Maybe one day I'll find out.
Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground. There's brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between. You watch my back, I'll watch yours. I haven't been able to make that evaluation yet. When I do, I'll let you know. I think we have the potential to be quite an effective team. if you learn to cooperate. I'll inform you when I'm ready to make that kind of determination. I'm not sure right now. Perhaps you should ask me that later. I don't see how this is a relevant question right now. Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud. Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood? With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall. I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other. There's a wealth of technology just waiting to be discovered out here. I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target. Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world. If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth.
Oh, la-di-da-di-da-di-diddly-dumpling. This is all much more exciting than domestic life, I assure you. You're a real font of stick-to-it, sir. I'm glad to be right here with you through it all. Are you sure there isn't someone more suited to all this? I live to serve, sir. Ahem. Well, things could always be better, sir. It would be nice to see you back to your old self again. Yes, well, isn't this all very exciting? A bit uncertain these days, I'm afraid. It's as if I no longer recognize you sometimes. I can't imagine the man I once knew making the choices you do today. Hard to tell, sir. I feel we're more acquaintances than anything these days. You just haven't been yourself lately. A difficult inquiry, sir. I wonder the same thing myself. Things have certainly changed, and not for the better. I'm afraid that's a bit of an unknown, sir. You're no longer the man I knew who went into that vault 200 years ago. Well, well, well. Not tiring of this, sir, not one bit. Are you certain I'm the man for the job, sir? Are you sure there isn't something else you'd rather I be doing, sir?
Being with you is quite exciting. I hope we can do many great things. And further science, of course. Everything is good. To be fair, anything would be an improvement to scanning the same 4 worlds for centuries. I find our journey most invigorating. The constant stream of data is most rewarding. I find these traveling arrangements quite acceptable. As long as we stay clear of vaults, I am quite content.
I'll be honest, I'm still trying to figure you out. But I haven't given up on you, if that's what you're asking. You probably think you're doing your best, but I know that you can do better. I think you've got what it takes to be a great leader, but you still have to prove yourself. I'm glad I ran into you in Concord. I think you're going to turn out to be the right choice to lead the Minutemen. I'll tell you what's wrong with the Commonwealth. People can't see the big picture. If everyone was willing to pick up a rifle and protect his neighbor, the raiders wouldn't stand a chance. I hear a lot of talk about the railroad, helping free synths and all that. They don't sound too bad. Best way to deal with the Brotherhood of Steel is to stay out of their way. Don't know if I believe all those boogeyman stories about the Institute. It all sounds like paranoia to me. I've worn out a lot of shoe leather since I joined the Minutemen. Never a dull moment. The Commonwealth's a lot bigger than I realized. Back before General Becker died, the Minutemen were a force to be reckoned with. Where to next? Ask me again in a week or so. I'm still trying to figure out what makes you tick.
That remains to be seen. I'm still evaluating you. I think our relationship would improve if you'd start taking your role with the Institute more seriously. As long as you're loyal to the Institute, we'll get along just fine. You seem capable enough. That's all I need to know. Can't afford to let your guard down, no matter how quiet things seem. Should get in some more target practice. I don't envy you. Succeeding father isn't going to be easy. The Commonwealth is dying a slow death. The way I see it, the Commonwealth is the past, and the Institute is the future. I'm trained for any combat situation. No matter what we get into, I'll be ready. People in the Commonwealth are terrified of coursers. They should be. The world will be better off once the surface dwellers die out. If you're worried I won't be able to keep up, don't be. We should get more ammunition soon. Can never have enough of that. That's a difficult assessment to make at this point. Ask me again when we've spent more time together. I'm not sure yet. Ask me another time.
Strong want to smash something. Humans talk too much. World is bigger than Strong knew. Someday, super mutants kill everything. So much walking. Want to do more fighting. So many humans. Not many super mutants. Humans all look funny. Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat. Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon. Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him. Strong waiting for human to find milk of human kindness. Human not bad fighter though. Human is like other humans. Smart but weak. Strong stay with human for now. Human is okay fighter. For someone so small. Strong think human is okay leader. Not best. Not worst. Humans are strange. Always want talking. Strong think human not bad fighter. Not great fighter either.